Hi, I'm Katy Jo Stevens. Welcome to my channel. I have a background in clinical therapy and as a corporate director, and I've worked with a lot of people going through change. The purpose of this channel is to offer specific and really simple information that lets you go through change in a way that keeps you attached to your strengths, remember strengths that maybe you haven't used for a while, and most of all, keeps you in joy throughout the process, because it's really about being happy. Today I want to present 5 ways that you might know if your life is ready for change. Now, I've put together these 5 things because they're so universal with people that I have dealt with over the years. They're not necessarily linear, meaning one may not happen after the other, but they are connected and kind of woven together as you inch up to knowing whether or not your life needs to change. So I'm going to jump right in. The first way you might know that you're coming up to a life change is if you feel stuck, like trapped in a situation. This could be a job, this could be a relationship, it could be any situation in your life that for one reason or another you just don't see how you can get out of it. Maybe other people's expectations or your own expectations are part of that, but it seems almost impossible to see a path ahead. You're stuck. The second way you might know that change is on the horizon for you is that you're exhausted all the time. I mean, if you're feeling stuck in any situation, it takes a real toll on you, physically and mentally, and that shows up in that you don't feel like doing the things you used to do. You might go to bed earlier than you normally do. The alarm clock is just like, no. You're just not feeling it. You have no energy or enthusiasm to do anything. And go to the gym, get on the treadmill, you're kidding. You're just tired and exhausted all the time. The third way you might know that change is coming is that your creativity is like out the window. You used to do stuff like maybe you went golfing, maybe you collected something, or maybe you woodworked, you like to read, maybe you used to love doing crafts. You don't want to do any of that now. The desire to do that is gone. It's like you don't have any room for anything fun or creative. That energy is just shut down. You are shut down. And from what I've seen, it's almost impossible to be shut down in one area of your life and feel, creative and wonderful in another. It's kind of a dominoes effect. So that's the third thing. Your creativity is gone. The fourth thing you might notice is that something has changed physically. Now, it could be something benign, like you've gained some weight, which, sucks. You might be out of your clothes and just feeling uncomfortable. But it could be something a little more serious than that. Maybe a condition or a precondition has shown itself. Maybe it could even be your mental health. You're feeling depressed more often. You have a high level of anxiety that you didn't have before. Maybe you're getting the flu all the time. Something has changed. Your physical self is not as strong as it used to be. This can be really gradual and you might not notice it at first, but it could be a big indicator that it's time to make some changes. The fifth way you might know change is right around the corner for you, or your life just needs to be different, is kind of a double-edged sword. You might be spending a lot of time thinking about, fantasizing about, imagining the life you wish you had. Now, I say it's a double-edged sword because doing that reminds you of the life you've got, and that might make you feel sad. It could, you might blame yourself for some things. You might feel some anger around that, or you might feel that someone else is to blame for that. So those feelings aren't necessarily pleasant. But the flip side of that is staying in touch with your imaginings around what life could be is really closely connected to hope, and it can actually be a nice catalyst for change. So while it can be unpleasant at times, hang on to that. Get a good idea of what that life of yours could look like. What do you think is your dream? And I'm telling you, we all have one. We all have that thing inside us that we think we do well, that makes us feel a sense of purpose, that when you're doing it, you have this feeling like, yes, I know why I'm here. Keep that. Hang on to that. We'll get back to that later. So do any of these 5 things resonate with you? Maybe all of them resonate with you, and maybe none of them do. But if they do, then you are a candidate to change your life, and you're more ready than you think. Please join me for my next video as we look at what are some first steps. Now you've decided, yes, I'd like my life to change. What do you do? Hey, thanks for joining me today. I'm looking forward to seeing you again very soon, and take care in the meantime. Bye.